Hello, hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so happy. I am so glad to be doing this again with you. So you're so much welcome. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube, please subscribe to my YouTube, like, comment, and share my videos. So you're so much welcome. Now, let's talk about emotional incest. It's not even about what you're thinking. It's not even close to what you're thinking. So I'll tell you what emotional incest is. So emotional incest is where a parent treats the child like a romantic partner and not like a child. And this is normally triggered by infidelity in the marriage, substance abuse, toxic divorce, emotional unavailability, and also death of one parent. So these five facts can actually lead to emotional incest. And as a child, how are you able to tell that whatever you are going through in your family setup is emotional incest? I'm going to tell you how you can tell it. One way you can tell that you're going through emotional incest as a child is when your parents argue, you become an arbitrator. So mostly when your parents argue, you come in between to help them solve their issues. Then that means you're experiencing emotional incest. Also, if whenever your parents are arguing, you have to take sides. You have to take sides. And one parent feels like you have to take their side, then whatever you're experiencing right there is emotional incest. Emotional incest. And if one parent comes to you for comfort whenever there is an argument, like whenever the parents are arguing, they come to you for comfort, you're also going through emotional incest. Because let's say, for example, one parent is a substance abuser, and whenever he or she abuses the substances, becomes very violent. And now the other parent decides that now you are the comfort zone. They come to you to tell you whatever they are going through with their partner and how they are hurt and all that. You know, now they have found a safe place in you as the child. Now, whatever you're experiencing is emotional incest because they are finding comfort in you. And when parents are arguing, okay, or when parents are not even arguing, when you are expected to act maturely, when most of you are growing up, you had to act maturely, then you've been experiencing emotional incest. And there are two things that can lead to that. One, death of one parent. So let's say, for example, your dad passed on, and now you had your mom. And for this example, I'll use a man. Now you are a man, and you are the firstborn. And now you are financially stable and mature than the other siblings. So you'll find that mostly your mom now expects you to fit in the shoes of your dad. Now you become responsible. You have to become responsible early enough. You have to take care of the bills. You have to take care of your siblings. You have to take care of her emotional distress, whereby whenever she's having issues here and there, she comes, shares with you the same way she will even share with the husband if the husband was alive. So whatever you're experiencing right there is emotional incest. That is what you're experiencing. Also, maybe you are one of your parents is a substance abuser, and because of that, you are forced to take up the responsibility of this parent so that you can take care of your siblings. Then that is also another example of you experiencing emotional incest. And if sorry sorry about that, if one parent comes to you and unburden all the distress that they are having, all the emotional distress they are having, whether they have experienced it at their workplace or maybe it's just personal, then they are exposing you to experience emotional incest. Because normally this distress they are sharing with you is supposed to be shared with their partner, but maybe they are not sharing with their partner because probably their partner is emotional and unavailable, and so they decide that they have to share with you this distress. And what they are not realizing is that they are making you experience emotional incest. They are making you experience emotional incest. Okay. Also, lastly, if you ever find yourself advising one of the parents concerning the other, so let's say one of your parents is is a substance abuser, and now you are trying to advise the other parent against the behavior or what they're supposed to do whenever their partner is abusing substance, or whenever he or she is acting out because of substance abuse, then if you found yourself in such a situation whereby you have to advise one of your parent concerning the other parent, then it means you are experiencing emotional incest. So emotional incest is not good, because it eventually affects you as a child in your future relationships, and you'll end up not trusting people, and you'll end up having so many issues, which I'll discuss in my next videos. So those are the 5 experiences I've given you, that if you experience as a child, you know that now whatever you're going through is emotional incest. So this thing of let's say this thing of parents, let me put it in a very simple term as I close up. This thing of parents arguing with each other or not being in good terms with each other, and then now one parent now starts to share these issues with their child, like for example, let's say it's a deadbeat dad, and then now the mom has gone to take the child from school. Now the mom starts talking about the dad, how the dad is not being responsible, for the child, he doesn't care, and then now gets into questioning the child if the child thinks the dad is doing the right thing. This mom is exposing the child into experiencing emotional incest. Also, now parents are arguing here or fighting, and then one parent goes to the child and starts talking about the other parent, how the parent does not know how to act right, how the parent treats him or her badly, how they are not listeners, how they are not doing things right. This is also a show of the child going through emotional incest in the hands of parents. So a child should be a child, and a parent should be a parent. So if as a parent you get yourself sharing these things, or things that you're supposed to share with your partner, you're sharing with your kid, you're exposing this kid to emotional incest, and this will affect his or her future relationships, and it is not good, and it's not going to be healthy. All right, so that comes to this marks the end of my video. I hope you learned something that is going to help you, and I hope you can now be able to know if actually you underwent or experienced emotional incest, and everything has a solution. In my next video, I'll be telling you consequences, not even consequences, like effects of like how a child, how emotional incest affects a child, and what can be done about it. Okay, yeah, so for that, thank you so much. Thank you for being here with me to the end and listening to me. And that's a bye from whichever place you are, if it's in the morning, if it's night, evening, wherever. Afternoon, have it in the best fabulous way. And for that, it's a bye guys.